Casa to the pack. It is Pack here, and in today's video I'm covering the first patch of NBA 2K21. Let's be honest, this game is actually, in my opinion, better than last year, but there is a lot of problems that they've actually solved a lot of them, and they're going to solve even more in the next patch. But I want to cover the 10 most important things that they fixed in this patch. There was like about 30 in total, but not all of them are like that worthy to talk about. So I'm only going to talk about 10. Before this video starts, so be an OG, join the pack, and subscribe. Help me get to 300,000 subscribers. Okay, so first things first, it is about the Pro Stick. I'm going to read you guys exactly what it says and then talk about it. So the first thing, new Pro Stick aiming and shot timing selector. On your first boot, you will now have the option to choose between the new Pro Stick aiming mechanic or the traditional shot timing mechanic. Your settings file will be updated with the appropriate selection as always. You can visit your settings at any time to update your shooting preference. Literally, when I started the game, it said, do you want to use shot stick or do you want to use timing with square? I press shot stick, but you're still allowed to use square to shoot. So for example, I literally catch and shoot threes are impossible with shot stick now, like literally impossible. So I decided to use square for my catch and shoots, but fadeaways or in midi situations, I always use shot stick. So that's what's happening now. And number 2 is that it has enabled the ability to use Pro Stick shot aiming with the shot meter settings turned off. So like I said, I use square for catch and shoot now, and it is so hard to use because I have a 69.3, so I wasn't greening almost anything. So I turned off my shot meter and I'm basically greening consistently for the most part. So there's a problem now. Fadeaways are really hard. I still have to use the shot stick to make fadeaways, but I'm using it with the right stick. So literally I just hold down on the right stick and it's about right, and it almost always goes in. But now you have to use shot stick without a meter. It's really hard. And number 3 is ideal shot aiming point, now determined by how slowly or quickly the Pro Stick is initially deflected when starting a shot. A slow flick will move the ideal aim point to the left, while a fast flick will move the ideal point to the right, giving players more consistently with the Pro Stick. So for example, if I just press down on the right stick really quickly, it's going to go right and I have to aim it to the right. If I do it slowly, it's going to flick to the left. In my opinion, it is already impossible no matter what. So I straight up turned off the shot meter, use square, because it is so hard to do catch and shoot threes with the shot stick. It is so hard now. They made it so much harder. It does give you a boost, I'd say that, sure, but because it's so hard, I refuse to use it straight up. In my opinion, it's just too impossible. And number 4 is that they changed Ante Up to use competitive sliders. Now it is more skill based. I think we can all agree that's awesome. It's not as consistent because obviously you practice in Park and Pro-Am, so you're used to that. So when you go to Ante Up, a shot that always goes in might not go in an Ante Up. So that's interesting, but it's going to be a lot harder to do the cheese that people do, like the behind the back around the screens threes, because it's going to be a lot harder to pull those off because the difficulty is much lower. So Ante Up is going to be a lot better 2K being played, in my opinion. And number 5 is that there are fixed unwanted fadeaway shots that were playing after immediately shooting out of a certain dribble move. So all the people that were trying to do like the behind the back cheeses or the Euro steps or anything, like they would do like Sham God and then they would shoot it. Sometimes you would fade on accident. I was okay with this. It made players not just spam dribble moves and be able to shoot, and it made it a little more fun. Now it's saying basically people can spam dribble moves and not have to worry about fadeaways anymore. So that's going to be really annoying to deal with in Park. I'm not going to lie to you. Playing defense was already hard on these players. Now it's going to be even harder because they don't have to worry about the fadeaways happening anymore. That's going to be pretty annoying. And number 6 is that they improved standing dunk reliability when using the Pro Stick. So all that means is when someone catches the ball under the basket and they use Pro Stick to make sure they can dunk, it is supposed to do it every single time now. As long as you obviously have the attributes to be able to dunk and the badges to be able to dunk on people, it should happen a lot more often and a lot more reliably. That's what it's saying. This is gameplay you're watching right now of me playing with the new update, and I didn't really see anything like that in the game so far. I was playing my center who didn't do any standing dunks in that whole game, so I don't know. I wouldn't confirm that yet, but they apparently fixed it. And number 7 is that they disabled the double team indicator in an effort to clean up on-screen UI based on community feedback. So if you've ever played Park and you double team someone, sometimes the little red circles will appear below you and it's telling you have to double team. I don't like that because it gets people confused, and then you're supposed to switch and they don't know anymore because the arrow's gone and they get confused. Same thing was my career and Play Now Online and all that stuff. I hate it. don't. I'm glad that they fixed it because, I mean, you don't have to have an icon saying that you have to double team. You should just know as a player. So I'm glad they removed that for sure. At number 8 is they added the ability to shoot driving floaters from further away from the basket. This is awesome for me. I like this a lot. Before, you would do a little midi, like pump fake shot that would sometimes go in. Now they're floaters, and you can watch gameplay of me doing a floater here and there in the video. It works really well, and I was using the shot stick and I was still able to hit these floaters pretty easily, and I don't even have teardrop or anything like that, and I was hitting these shots. So I like this a lot. I like that they added this into the game because I'm hitting a lot more shots, driving to the basket a lot more often. At number 9 is that they toned down the effectiveness of the lead to basket pass feature to prevent exploits. I disagree with this one. I personally do. If my center rebounds it and they refuse to get back and he has break starter, I should be able to dunk it off a fast break. That's just how basketball works. If you're not going to play defense in a fast break situation, I should get a bucket. Just like if you guys spam screens and do behind the backs and shoot greens, I should be able to, if I perfectly guard you, I should be able to hold my center against the rebound and I can do an easy dunk in a fast break. That's what I want. That's what I hope they don't remove. In the game, there was a couple times today when I was playing where I was like, well, that should have been a layup or a dunk, or that shouldn't have happened. But for the most part, it was basically the same. I haven't seen a change there just yet, but maybe if I play more, I'll see more difference. And finally, at number 10 is that they fixed a hang that some users are reporting when transitioning between beaches in instances. So I have this problem. If I try to go to the beach or like the end of the street to go to another beach, my game straight up crashes, like straight up I get blue screened. I don't know if you guys are having that problem. They have been having this problem for so long before they had the train station and other 2Ks, and it never worked. And you would try to play a game in a park and it wouldn't work. And then some parks that we're going to right now, and it's just straight up frozen because you're going to a new beach. They're saying that they fixed that. I didn't even test it because I really don't believe them because they've said they fixed it before and it never works. I'll check it, but that's what they're saying. They're saying that they fixed it. I'm just going to take their word for it at the moment, but I don't believe them at all. But those are the changes that they say they've made into the game. A lot of these are things that I like. I won't lie to you, this change damaged me more than anything because I was using shot stick for everything and I was hitting most of my shots. Now it's really hard to hit threes. I'm using no shot meter, so it's kind of hard. So now I can hit more catch and shoot threes, but I can't do fadeaways anymore because I don't have my shot meter that can see. I have to like guess where it's going to be, which is really hard. But for the most part, I think it's fine. I think it's a decent enough change. What I hope though is that just straight up fadeaways are removed. I think that's going to be better for everybody. It's going to remove those people who are just doing screen fadeaways and breaking the game. So hopefully they're removing that. I think they are. What do you guys think about this news? What is your favorite piece of news? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.